Jeff,
too.
yeah. Yeah, you can eat off the floors in the house.
Yeah, I like that.
Jeff is he's bitching at me, get a house and let me decorate it.
I want you to find me someone like Jeff. I like that. That's what I need.
Jeff is a unicorn. Jeff looks straight.
I need someone to no, they don't even have to look. I just need
Jeff has that alpha straight look, which is just a little bit of gay. He's not total. Yeah. So he doesn't have the femme.
He's still with chefs too, isn't he?
He was, yeah. I honestly can't they're always breaking up, but I know right now at this moment he's with Stu.
I like his difficult personality. I like that.
That's
what I need.
You know what I heard? And
I both need that.
I can't believe that Gage is dating Scott, who I fixed Jeff up with, who went out for years, and I fixed him up with Scott. So I'm in shock right now about that. And I was like, how does that work?
Do you know
they met up at the gym. It's so weird.
Did you hear? Welcome to West Hollywood, baby. Yeah. Do you know Scott has a kid now? It just happened.
Yeah, he was telling me he was getting one. Yeah. That was one of the reasons, he's probably dating Gage because Gage, and Jeff share a kid. But I was like, I don't know how he deals with that because that would be hard on me.
It's a little strange.
It's too close for comfort me.
Yeah, it'd bother me.
And the thing is, I'm sure when Jeff was going through hell with Gage, Scott knew about the lawsuits and all the proceedings, and that seems weird. I don't know. I'm going to ask him on his show because I didn't know anything about it. That was a little weird.
Listen, he apparently, I don't listen to his show, but apparently
he said he doesn't care. He said he doesn't care.
That's what he says.
I know.
Let's talk about this scent.
Okay, so.
We could see it.
So one of the problems I notice when you're dating is that, the 8, the 7 doesn't get, play at the party when you go to the bar and when you go to the restaurant, you go to the event. And so I believe—
Even at 3 a.m.?
3 a.m. I was really into pheromones, and I worked with I Have Love, the company that makes the strongest pheromones in the world. And they came to me recently and they said, we want to make a scent for you called the Matchmaker scent. I created the scent. There are all different scents. This one is the woman scent. This one is attracting men. But the secret is to spray it on your heart chakra, your wrist, and then go. Really? And it smells amazing. And anytime you do it, my boyfriend wants to jump me. This is my jump scent. This is like sex in a bottle. But I made the male wants the female. And then I made gay both sides. And now we just came out with them, they, fluid for you to have both. So we just came out. So we have everyone covered. Trans doesn't matter because whatever you're attracted to and you're trans, you just pick the one you're attracted to. So it'll still work on you.
Same thing.
It has nothing to do with the chemistry inside of you and it's got nothing to do with hormones. And it is like the animals in the wild, the signal.
Really?
I put this on. I'm not a 10. I'll go to a party. We'll go out. We're going to go afterwards, and you watch how men grab me.
Really?
It's the craziest thing.
Well, I left mine at home, so it's not going to work for me.
This is a diamond bottle. We won awards for this, but we also made minis that you can put in your purse. Yeah.
Interesting. It's Matchmaker. How appropriately
And you can go on my bio,
titled.
or you can go to ihavelove.com, and you can purchase this there. And it's not expensive. It's less than $60.
So everyone that puts this on, they're going to get laid.
Mm-hmm.
And
we just got into
love.
Saks off Fifth. I believe we're in
really?
Walmart.
That's major.
Yeah, we just started. So, I've never been more prouder of a product in my life because it's a product with it's a party with a purpose, and it works. It works. This is something I have been testing pheromones for years because I needed an edge.
Yeah, is this how you hooked David?
This is how when I put this the other day, I put it on and I was grunge from working out, and he goes, what'd you do? And because we were both like, oh, let's not take a shower. It was raining. Remember, it was the night that it rained.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'll just cook dinner. And he's like, oh my God. And he just jumped me. He goes, I want you now, is what he said.
Really?
And he jumped me. Yeah.
Should you get engaged? Any engagements? Would you want to be married? Are you going to get a prenup? Are you going to be like Teresa?
Okay, so first of all, I'm getting a prenup. There's no such bullshit. It's not romantic. That means if you're not signing a prenup, there's something wrong with you and you have no money.
Well, Louis and Teresa.
Yeah. I don't understand the whole bracelet situation there. I don't get it. I've met her a million times, but I haven't met Louis. Jill went to the wedding. Margaret went to the wedding. I don't know him yet, so I will not say anything. And I protect Jersey because I'm from there. So this is the thing. And by the way, if he got it wholesale, he's like a Jewish person. He's smart, right? Because we would get that. We would take 20% off and go down to the jewelry district and not go straight to Cartier. Although you and I love walking to Cartier and getting the real stuff. We are total Cartier people. We are so Cartier.
I don't like.
I have the rings, but we are so Cartier
well,
people.
yeah, it's not the discount people are. They're just.
But come on. If you get a person in the exchange and he says, I can get it for you XYZ.
Oh, yeah.
And the box doesn't look perfect, but the bracelet looks great. Everybody likes a discount. That's New York. We like a discount. discount.
I mean, who wants to spend more money?
It was kind of mean that they did that to him, I thought, because he actually bought them gifts. He didn't have to buy them anything. But anyway, I will get a prenup. I will make sure that they have money and they are secure. I will, because I'm not going through what I went through with my ex-boyfriend who didn't have a dollar. I will want a nice engagement, but I'm going to tell you something that I have been recently talking about. I wouldn't mind if my husband gave me a lab-grown diamond. Now, that sounds strange because here I am, a jeweler's daughter. My dad was on 47th Street. That's what my dad did. He owned dress companies and jewelry companies. And I have to tell you this, that it's a non-conflict, no blood is shed. They sparkle better than a regular diamond. My first job was my dad made the Cartier tank watch, and I took the inclusion. My first job was to look through the loop and make sure the sapphire dial didn't have inclusions in it. That was my job at 11 years old. So if I got
I don't even know what that means, but it sounds nice.
So the Cartier has a little bezel, and it's got a sapphire. And if it was damaged, they wouldn't use it. So I had to go through the loop and pick out the ones that weren't. But anyway, that said, lab-grown diamonds are really turning out, moissanite, and all these different kinds. And I wouldn't mind that. I mean, first of all, people are robbing people right now in Beverly Hills. They'll cut your hand off for a Cartier love bracelet. So I don't mind. Yes. And a lot of people, the rich people, get the real ring. They put it in the vault, and then they make a fake. People don't know that. That's the secret of wealth.
You told me that before.
And so I would love to have my own line of promise rings if they can't give you the engagement ring, all the way to the wedding band. Yeah.
What else is going on with businesses of yours? What were you telling me about this Napoleon?
Oh, so this is the weirdest story. So I go to this crazy psychic who's amazing, Jen. I've turned you on.
She's a good psychic.
Yeah, she's amazing. And if you want to know who she is, just DM me. But
there's a lot of bad psychics out there.
She is amazing.
People.
She predicted a lot of stuff. Anyway, she said, there's this artifact that I'm involved with, and they want to meet with you. They'd like you to be the consultant on it, and it's Napoleon, the original Napoleon Talisman. And Napoleon created a talisman. He was very superstitious. His wife and him did tarot cards. They studied astrology like I did. They were really into that. And even when they told him not to take Russia in the winter, which is what Hitler did, the astrologer told him not to do that, and he didn't listen. So he was afraid that they were going to kill him. So they kept, exiling him, putting him from one island to another. So he created this talisman. And it was a little tiny sphinx with like Josephine's image in it. And he held on to it, and he didn't die the way he didn't get murdered like that. So it was all over the world. It would travel. It ended up in the Netherlands, in the ground. Some gentleman unearthed it, kept it. It went down from his son to his grandson. The grandson got it, didn't know what it is, sold it on the internet for golf clubs. And the owner bought it for $2,500 and basically said, oh my God, this is crazy. Okay, I'm going to check if the authenticity. And it was Napoleon. The metal, even Sotheby's and Christie said, we cannot deny that it is. We have provenances, we have
so what does
authentication.
This mean?
And so I'm selling it right now. It's worth over $200 million. So anybody who has that kind of